Welcome to Melbourne. You can hear the roar of the crowd out there, which can only mean one thing. Race day is upon us. The Melbourne circuit is certainly one that needs to be taken seriously. Its combination of slippery surfaces and difficult corners make it a tricky track when it comes to overtakes. Drivers find it hard to pass and will need to take full advantage of those DRS zones if they want to have any hope of breaking through. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today. But I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
From the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the rundown into turn one. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course, you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Perez, Ricciardo, Lance Stroll and Vettel, Sainz, Leclerc, Gasly and Yuki Tsunoda, Verstappen, Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi and Fernando Alonso, Alexander, Norris, they've taken a grid penalty, Mick Schumacher and Esteban Ocon, Russell and the Professor. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Ну, я только 2 позиции отыграл. Конечно, цель. Так, поди доедем до финиша. Тем более мне надо 3-й уровень престижа. Да, доехал я. Меня убили.
Copy.
Так, красной стрелки-то даже не было. Ну, у меня колесо уже отвалилось. А я думал, они забагуются и сейчас опять прогревочный поедут.
Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix in Melbourne for what no doubt will be an intense day of racing. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course, you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Ricciardo, Lance Stroll, and Vettel, Sainz, Leclerc, Gasly, and Yuki Tsunoda, Verstappen, Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Fernando Alonso, Alexander, Norris. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Mick Schumacher and Esteban Ocon. They've taken a grid penalty. Russell and the Professor. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Из 3.
Didn't catch that. Say again.
Никуда мне тут. А, я Алонсо выбил, да? Последний.
The crowd are here and here in force for what is going to be a fantastic day of racing. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. Here we are then at the Albert Park circuit. 3.3 miles of bumpy street track, but not a lot in the way of elevation changes. The circuit goes all the way around the lake, taking in 16 corners. Note the DRS zones into turns 1, 3 and 13. They'll offer our drivers a number of good opportunities to overtake. It's race day yet again, and joining me for a chat, Anthony Davidson. And our racers are certainly in for a rough day today. What will you be watching for as they go down into turn 1?
Well, the start of the race is always one of the most nerve-wracking parts.
Конечно.
You have to hope that everyone is
Там
able to
не
get off to a clean
прописано,
start.
что у меня
This is
не
possibly the
48,
trickiest part
а
of the entire race.
480.
So many drivers in such a small space, and finding your braking point into turn 1 as well. It's a testament to the driver's skill that there aren't more incidents.
Сейчас
Before we
заработаем
begin,
0
let's
очков.
take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Ricciardo, Lance Stroll,
Просто
and
не знаю,
Vettel,
как здесь выжить.
Sainz, Leclerc, Gasly, and Yuki Tsunoda. Verstappen, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Raikkonen,
Так
Antonio
прямо за
Giovinazzi,
ними
and
ехать они
Fernando
рано
Alonso.
притормозят.
Alexander, Norris,
Удобно
they've taken a grid
справа,
penalty.
так
Mick
тоже поворот
Schumacher
такой.
and Esteban Ocon. Russell and the
Всех
Professor.
всех
And
пропускать
with
тоже
lights out, just
неинтересно.
moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Надо все последний теперь. Был 17-й, стал последний, как так?
Только сейчас заметил, что мой микрофон был выключен, ну, на запись. Поэтому в некоторых моментах только тебя будет слышно. Ну, в начале.
Ладно.
Say again, you're breaking up.
Нормально так. Просел об этот поребрик.
Вообще неуправляемое.
Особенно когда за ними преследуешь. И сейчас я за твой преследую. Да, Red Bull тормозит, нет Феррари. У тебя повреждения, что ли?
Не знаю. Да, не всегда я не могу ничего видеть, что у него.
Я вообще пореволь просил. когда он попытался обойти. Я в этот поворот не могу проехать, когда за тобой начинаю преследовать.
Боги не должны быть повреждения голосовонца, немножко коснулись. В принципе, Джефф молчит. О повреждениях мы ничего не говорили.
Странно, что быстрее в первом секторе. Засосал еще.
Я не могу это место
Я
проехать.
под крылом.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Какой это обгон с ДРС?
Go, go, go. Pit strategy complete.
По-моему, там у Цуноды проблемы. Его уж все обходят. Что произошло?
See these tires through to the end
Почему
now.
я 11-й?
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
Что случилось? Почему я 11-й и догоняю Ферстаппена за 10-е?
Понятия не имею.
Okay, gap ahead is 24.7 seconds. Repeat that. There's interference.
Почему Ферстаппен не может от меня уехать?
Поворачивается кусок дерьма.
Меня просто вытолкали с поворотов. Ну вот как вот с ними можно? Вообще не понимаю.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
А, у меня мотор. Все. Сгорел турбо.
Это у тебя свод опять?
Да. Видимо, из-за этого меня развернуло. Ну, едь, я микрофон выключу. Надеюсь, пискар поможет.
Вряд ли. Важно, что поможет мне их только догнать. И все.
Drop your speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Тоже переобулись. Наследие, нация, все. Стремимся на хард до финиша.
There's static over the radio. Say again.
Разрешение поменять едет вперед гораздо комфортнее. Второй раз у него уже двигатель сломается. принципе, все до финиша, только двое там Гасли и Джорнатс еще остались. Буквально еще эти две позиции ранее плюсом пойдут.
Tyre condition is still looking good.
Прошлое состояние автомобиля, а не состояние шин. Про шин то же самое.
No tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving. Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap. Green flag. We're catching the car ahead, but be aware that these tyres need to last till the end of the race. Yellow flag. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead. Okay, clear. DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. Caution, caution. There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful. No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Повреждена у меня машина или нет, потому что она даже в нормальном состоянии, она не поворачивает. Вот и нет.
Our gap to the car in front is 3.4 seconds.
Вот, стоит все зеленое.
Affirmative. Medium tyres at the next stop.
Да заткнись, какие эти.
Green flag. Еще должны быть на трассе. You've lost some time to the car behind. Yellow flag. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
Если надо, что ли, просто какие-то повреждения на фоне. Делается относительно отдаление.
Keep managing your tyres. Manage your tyres. Okay, clear. What happened? Let me know you're okay.
And so the celebrations begin, and well earned they are indeed. It may have looked simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this level, at the very top, is anything but simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion. Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
Bad luck out there today. Let's talk about it. Do you have any comments about the collisions? Which department has been hit the hardest by next year's regulation changes? Appreciate your time.
То есть подозреваете кого-нибудь? Не позвать. И спустя полвека после этих событий Станислав Левшин не хочет и не может говорить о том, как с ним тогда поступили.